Garden District was a wilderness of lawless lunatics. Apparently it's just got its own rules. I'd better figure out what the other ones are. It occurs to me that the locals may not be all that welcoming. Oh dear, let's try not to get killed, shall we? Hello? Anyone out there?
Are you a tourist? You're dressed like one.
Shit.
Slumming it, are we? Must be nice to have a closet.
Over here! Over here! Do you want to get thrashed? Come in! Come in! God, you're new here, aren't you? From the parade?
Yes. Well, how could you tell?
Yeah. I'll tell you how to survive your next 5 minutes, and in return you'll give me your socks.
Well, that's outrageous.
Your funeral.
Why are they so angry?
Because that suit you're wearing reminds them of all the jolly, proper, decent wellies who drove them out of the homes in the village. And now we're all cold and tired and starving to death. You better get a nice sharp rock and rip that to shreds.
My uncle gave this to me for Christmas.
Or they'll rip you to shreds.
Shit. I hadn't thought there would be so many.
Yeah, it's like the latest groovy nightclub, isn't it? People get a bad batch of joy, and it like flips a switch, and they can't take joy anymore. So they get chased out of the village. Been a lot of bad batches lately.
So what happens if I rip up my suit? They invite me over for tea and biscuits.
Then they really won't give a damn what you do, so long as you don't take things that don't belong to you. Or go up and punch someone in the nose. Now you can survive the next 5 minutes. Cheerio!
I don't think my suit is decent anymore. I could wear it around the Garden District, but proper folk will have me pegged for a wastrel. Are you all right?
I try not to talk about the
you know. But sometimes I can't help it.
Didn't we go to school together? Miss Bing's class?
The worst of it is, we did things the Germans didn't even ask us to do.
I don't know how you feel.
The Bobbies have a thirst on them, you know.
I lied for you today at 4:15.
That's not good, Percy. You're rubbish at lying.
I was a good lie today.
Who did you lie to?
Mrs. Boyle,
Mrs. Boyle came here?
her face was all red, and her voice was like Mum when she's angry. And I thought that you would ask me why she's angry.
Why was she angry?
I decided that she was angry because you were up in the tree next to Sally Boyle's bedroom window last night at 8:15 p.m.
Oh, bloody hell. What exactly did he say?
I told her that I was in the tree.
Oh, Percy, that's very bad.
No, Arthur, it's brilliant.
Why is it brilliant?
She won't make me be in trouble because I'm slow.
You didn't have to do that.
She told me not to do it again, so I promised I wouldn't.
Thank you.
I love you, Arthur.
I love you too.
A safe. I suppose if there's something valuable in this house, it ought to be in here. Oh, that's a bit risky. Look what happened to Goldilocks. It could be worse, I think.
It's best not to fight if you can help it. Shove them all. If the doors of perception were endless, we could see everything as it is. Infinite. They have gossamer wings, just like in the books. Books don't tell you about it.
I suppose he's just another rotten downer like us.
Welcome to the bloody garden district.
What a waste.
At least we're alive. Right.
Stay where I can see you. No one likes a lurker.
Have you been sleeping all right?
I've seen an apple go rotten in my hand.
How are you holding up?
It's nice to talk. It's good to talk.
This too shall pass, I suppose.
The Bobbies have a first on them, you know.
Well, nothing lasts forever, does it?
At least you can drink from the pumps here.
At least there are flowers out here.
Clothes make the man, don't they? No one likes a naked person.
It's like I'm living in a fairy tale. Like the horrifying original ones, but in jacket and tie. At least we have our memories, right?
Watch out for the ones with the plague. They look sick, but then they suddenly become wild dogs.
How good you are, and I don't suppose I'll do it again for months and months and months. No, I don't suppose I'll do it again for months and months and months. I sang the wise old owl, and he left the room at once. So I don't suppose I'll do it again for
God.
months and months and months.
That smells awful in there.
My mother always told me that I had a splendid voice. In fact, I sing in opera if they give me my choice. I looked to Oscar Hammerstein that I would be his star. He said, come down and sing for me, and I'll see how good you are. And I don't suppose I'll do it again for months and months and months. No, I don't suppose I'll do it again for months and months and months. I sang the wise old owl, and he left the room at once. So I don't suppose I'll do it again for months and months and months. My mother always told me that I had... a splendid voice. In fact, I sing in opera if they give me my choice. I wrote to Oscar Hammerstein that I would be his star. He said, come down and sing for me, and I'll see how good you are. And I don't suppose I'll do it again for months and months and months. No, I don't suppose I'll do it again for months and months. I sang the wise old owl, and he left the room. Once, so I don't suppose I'll do it again for once and once across. My mother always told me that I had a splendid voice. In fact, I sing it out for all you think you be my voice.
Well, that's terribly romantic, isn't it? They had each other until the end. Can I just borrow this? I wonder if they meant the kids on the train. A crib. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. When was the last time there was a baby in Wellington, Wales? A toy tea set. Funny, Percy never played with toys. He didn't like anything that wasn't really the thing it was supposed to be. This ought to be pretty clean, unlike in the village where they spike it with joy. They look pretty well buttoned up. I suppose I can wait here till they throw a party for the whole neighborhood. Or find a cleverer way in. Oh. I can think of no good reason to go into a camp full of heavily armed delinquents. And I hope I never have one either.
Anxious to get back home to the village?
Well, I live in the parade.
You won't get past that door. Not without one of them disposable electrical cars that all the bobbies have. And a power cell.
Know where I could mug a bobby?
You're a brave one, aren't you? No. I'll trade you one.
Don't you want to go back home?
Home to all those bastards who chased me out of my house? When they all catch the plague and die, then I'll go back. There's something I want a whole lot more. Those bastards in that camp over there, with the helmets and the proper weapons. They took something from me. You get them back from me. I'll give you my card.
Sounds quite dangerous, isn't it?
Of course it's bloody dangerous. That's why I'm paying you. Come and find me in that sort of hamlet over there. We'll trade.
All right. Well, what are they?
Me medals. From the war. I won the DSO at Dunkirk and the Victoria Cross at Ramsgate. Those bastards. They thought it was funny that I still had them. Fucking funny they thought it was. No, I'll need a power cell to fire this thing up. Hooligans stole most of those too.
Right. Well, I'll see what I can do. Well, off I go to a camp of robbers. Maybe I can defeat them with my rapier-sharp wit. Heavens alive! It's a bloody fortress. Sully would have loved this. We could never get in here. I guess I have to take that elevator. I hope no one notices. Lovely day, Fred.
A lovely day it is. Not many people get this far. It's sort of a test. Someone who gets this far usually puts up a decent fight.
Now, if I was Percy, I'd just go promenading about, wondering why everyone was staring. He never did quite grasp what's so important about wearing clothes.
In the arena.
I don't suppose there's some way I could be more useful to you alive.
I don't know. Can you juggle?
Well, I can write a lovely poem. I won a prize in school.
Nah. We've already got a bard. First, put your things in that box, and we'll leave you there to starve. Gird thy loins for the moment of truth, for it is upon you.
According to his wallet, ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome warmly Arthur, King of the Parade! Looks a bit scruffy, Johnny lads. Well, I'll wager he's about to look a lot scruffier, innit? Hey, in the other corner. Here's our two-time winner, Johnny Defoe!
Bloody hell! Arthur Hastings? I'm sorry? I don't think I know you. Of course you know me. You got me sacked from the Old Coron. I don't remember that. I don't work there anymore. You thought one of my articles was insufficiently original? Danny Defoe! You've lost a bit of weight. To be fair, you did copy my piece line by line. Who gives a shit, Hastings? A newspaper's supposed to make you feel good. Nobody remembers what they read. I don't want to fight you. The feeling is muted. There's only enough food for the winners, see?
Now, lads, Choose your weapons. One is quite lethal. The other will just give the other chap some bad dreams. Up to you.
That padded one doesn't look nearly as effective. How badly do I not want to kill good old Danny? And Danny's picked the lethal one. That's cheery.
Hey, some guy, I've got great odds on you. Don't fuck it up. He's gonna come on strong with that lead pipe. You're gonna want to block that.
Fuck off! Home!
Try shoving him. He'll drop his guard. Try shoving him. He'll drop his guard.
I've always liked you, actually.
4, 3, 2, 1. Let's spice it up, shall we, eh? How about we let the birds have a chance? If you lost your bet on Defoe, now's your chance to have a double or quits.
Take it easy, Lola.
Just lie down. It works. I feel loads better. Percy was never wrong about a thing like that.
It's been a real pleasure having you over. Catch you later. Let's all wish him well on his journey.
Oh God, these aren't... Oh God. sort of vent. I wonder if I can pry it loose. I'd need a jimmy bar. I don't have a jimmy bar. Can I find stuff to make one with? I'm gonna have to search these bodies for bits and bobs of metal, aren't I? I suppose now that no one is actively trying to kill me, I ought to be on the lookout for a Motoline dispenser. That chap at the bridge said I'd need a power cell, and his war medals. I better figure out how to get rid of him real quiet like. I definitely don't want a crowd.
Oh, this won't take a minute.
It's better this way.
Could not find their way home. Instead, they only wandered deeper into the woods. After 3 days of trudging in the snow without anything to eat, they were on the verge of dying of exposure when they came upon a small house. A white bird stood upon the roof in spite of the snow, and now and then pecked at it. So they realized that the entire house was made out of gingerbread, and the windows were made out of clear sugar. They were starving, of course, so Hansel helped himself to a chunk of the eaves, while Gretel broke off some of the window frame which was made of frosting. Then a voice came from inside.
Nibble, nibble, little mouse. Who's nibbling at my house?
They answered, "It's only the wind which nibbles away at all things." But then Gretel poked her finger through the window in order to break off a piece of the clear sugar, and a witch suddenly came out of the house. Now you see, they could tell she was a witch because she was beautiful and young, but she moved carefully like someone who had once been old. Now they expected her to be angry, but she was kind, or so she seemed.
You poor dear,
She said,
come into my house and sit by the fire, and you can have all the gingerbread and cake you like.
and they ate gingerbread and cake and pancakes, and soon they fell asleep, for they were exhausted. But the witch... But the witch was only pretending to be kind to Hansel and Gretel. Really, she intended to cook and eat them. In fact, she had made the gingerbread house in order to lure someone to eat. For witches believe, I am told, that if you eat someone, you get their power. Hansel woke up in a cell made not of sugar, but iron bars and oak beams. And cry as he might, no help came to him. And the witch woke Gretel, saying,
Get up. Cook a nice meal for your husband, for he's to be fattened up.
So Gretel cooked up an omelette full of cheese and pancakes and biscuits. Biscuits for breakfast? Well, it might have been wonderful if it wasn't so evil. And the witch watched Hansel eat, planning how to cook him up. But then Gretel hit her hard as she could in the head with the firewood axe, and the witch never looked at anything again. Some say Gretel did something cleverer to the witch, like tricking her into the oven. But it doesn't take too clever, you know. Gretel let her husband out of his cell, and the two of them rejoiced and ate as much of the house as they could stomach. And as they munched and crunched the house, they discovered there were pearls and precious stones hidden in the gingerbread. Hansel filled his pockets, and Gretel filled her apron. By now, the sun had come out, and Hansel and Gretel were able to work out which way their home was. So they walked home, excited to tell their son all about the pearls and rubies and sapphires they'd found in the house. The woodcutter's wife answered their door. The woodcutter's wife... Here it comes. The woodcutter's wife answered the door, and, well, Gretel quickly cut her down with an axe. Good old Gretel. And her son quickly forgave her, for blood is thicker than water. And the moral of the story is, if you want someone dead, do it yourself. Well, no, that's not actually the moral of the story. This story doesn't have a moral. Good stories never do. Well, I'm afraid we've come to the end of our time. Tune in tomorrow evening, and I'll tell you the rest of the story of Goldilocks and the Three Bears. It's a lovely story, and I'm sure you'll enjoy the rest of it. For now, this is Jack Worthing saying good night all. See you in the morning.
Guess I can go to that hamlet and give that chap his medals, and he'll give me the card I need to cross the bridge. All right, now I just need that power cell. There we go. I can find a power cell right there. Motoline, pure resublimated dimotoline. The fuel of the future, now.
We're not a bloody bed and breakfast, are we? Sleep! Dream! Whoa! Whoa! Fire! There's the 1-1!
Look, I don't even want to be here.
think that's everything I had when they jumped me. If I crouch, I bet I can disappear into those bushes.
It's nothing personal.
A man's home is his castle. Your feet meet. Sleep. Dream.
Do we really have to do this? Please just lie down. Hello?
Don't go opening people's boxes just because they're not looking, right?
Been a while, hasn't it?
Never say you don't have a choice. Everybody has choices.
Are you all right?
I saw a ghost in White Tree Park. But she wouldn't talk to me.
I got your medals.
Thank you. You don't know what these mean to me. To know that some of us fought. To know that I fought. You're probably too young to remember. We stood tall in those days. In 42, we threw them back into sea. Then they came back in 43. It weren't the same.
I hate to be a bother, but the card to get across the bridge?
Right. Oh, of course, yeah, sorry. Forgive an old man his memories. Well, good luck.
I've got this key card, and I can power up the gate with the power cell. I guess I'm ready to cross the bridge. I don't know how you feel.
I saw a dead man. His lips were green. He'd been eating grass, do you see? Because he was starving. We're not cows, we can't eat grass.
At least we have our memories, right?
Sometimes I hear horsemen at night. It's the Four, isn't it?
Just looking. Bloody hell, I'd forgotten about the revolvers. If I go through without taking my joy, I'm gonna get spanked. I better run like hell when it lets me out. Oh dear. One bridge down, and I'm off to the train station. This is where we hang them, isn't it? They broke into the police station, tried to burn the register so the Germans wouldn't know which kids to take. We didn't want the Germans to be angry, did we? We were so scared, or maybe just so tired, so we hanged them to encourage the others. I wonder if we'd made the Germans take the kids by force instead of bringing them down to the station singing London Bridge, if things would be different now. Oh. I hope that's the worst thing I remember. Says the chap heading to the train station. Oh, what lovely memories are waiting for me there. At least I can get on the train tracks there and get the hell out of town. No, I just need to find the train station. I want to be able to see it from a distance. And here we are. Not quite as grand as it used to be. Of course, there hasn't been a train since the Germs left. Still, the tracks go from here all the way to the bridge, and then across...
What are we going to do if there isn't food? Will you shut it? I'm trying not to blow myself up.
Hey, look up your board bags, I'll piss in your corpses.
We're coming for you, you greedy bastard!
Go eat a banger, you leaky scunner!
You're done hoarding all the bee meat! Jesus.
Please don't struggle. This won't hurt a bit. do I get down to the tracks?
I see you! You murderer! What the hell? Fire! I won't trust you are!
That's how I get down. Right. Now I just have to find the tracks and walk on out of Wellington Wells.